Singapore is located in Asia, formed by islands. It is a high income economy with a gross national income of $54,530 per capita. The country provides one of the world's most business-friendly regulatory environment for local entrepreneurs and is ranked among the world's most competitive economies. In the most recent World Bank Human Capital Index, Singapore ranks the best country in the world in human capital development. This means that a child born today in Singapore will be 88% as productive when she grows up as if she enjoyed complete education and full health.
How did Singapore become a global logistics hub? We are going to tell you 3 factors that made Singapore what it is today. The first one is building connectivity. The Civil Aviation Authority of Singapore has concluded air services agreements with other 130 states and territories to increase the number of flight connections. Likewise, the port has worked closely with shipping lines to build one of the world's densest maritime transport networks. Singapore has an extensive network of free trade agreements with more than 30 trading partners to enhance its access to major markets. This encourages companies across the logistics chain to operate from Singapore, as they know they can count on frequent and reliable connections to reach global markets quickly. In fact, high-frequency connections sometimes allows goods to reach their destinations faster via Singapore than they would through direct shipments.
The country is always thinking ahead, and several initiatives built for the future in every part of the logistics chain. Upon completion of the next generation port in 2030, the Singapore port will be able to process the equivalent of 65 million standard shipping containers, making it the largest integrated facility in the world. It is exploring driverless automatic guided vehicles, leveraging smart sensors to detect shipping anomalies such as piracy and data analytics to predict traffic congestion spots. There is the airport logistics part for time-sensitive cargo, the cold chain centers for perishables, and regional express facilities to accommodate burgeoning e-commerce activity. Staff are also provided with regular training to ensure they can keep up with the new technologies and have the right skills to process different cargo types. To facilitate trade, Singapore launched the world's first national single window in 1989, which digitized and streamlined trade permit approval processes. Today, permits could be approved electronically using one e-document within minutes.
The third factor is encouraging private sector participation. Extensive consultation with the private sector is encouraged before public investment is approved to ensure that infrastructure built will be meeting realistic business needs.
Singapore has two main commercial port terminal operators named PSA Corporation Limited and Jurong Port. Both ports can accommodate all vessel types. PSA Singapore Terminals operates 4 container terminals with a total of 52 berths. Some of its terminals can handle mega container spaces of 300 tons for more, with quite cranes that can reach across 22 rows of containers.
The airport in Singapore is called the Changi Airport. In the month of April alone, there were more than 30,000 landings and takeoffs. This works out to an average of 1,000 landings and takeoffs each day. Right now, it has 2 big parallel runways, but they are preparing to have a 3-runway system by the early 2020s. With 5 passenger terminals, 8 air freight terminals, and 3 runways ready in the next year, Changi Airport is future-proof for the next era of aviation.
Singapore imports and re-exports a lot of products instead than manufacturing themselves. It is the 15th largest export economy in the world. The top export of Singapore are integrated circuits, refined petroleum, gold, computers, and packaged medicaments.
Its top imports are integrated circuits, refined petroleum, crude petroleum, gold, and computers, almost the same products. The top export destinations of Singapore are Hong Kong, China, Malaysia, Indonesia, and the United States. My name is Mariana,
My name is Maria Fernanda.
and thank you for your attention.